Hi, this is Principal Marcy Lewis, and this episode of Why We Do the Things We Do is on personal device expectations. It is probably no surprise to you that we have an expectation around personal device use like cell phones at school. These expectations at Westford School center on students not accessing their personal devices during school hours, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. We ask students to turn off their devices and leave it in their lockers. We know many students prefer to keep their device in their back pocket or in their backpack, yet we found this isn't effective in helping students be distraction free. When it's on them, they use it. We prefer our interactions with students to be focused on what they need academically and socially, and not on power struggles to put a device away or problem solving the issues that arise when they have access to social media on their personal devices during the school day. So, what happens if a student doesn't place their device in their locker? The first time, we provide a reminder of our expectations and ask them to turn it off and place it in their locker. The second time, we direct students to turn it off and give it over to the adult until the end of class, when they can then put it in their locker. The third time, we direct students to turn it off and turn it over to the adult until the end of the school day, where students can pick it up in the main office after 3 p.m. If there continues to be an ongoing issue, we schedule a meeting with the family to individualize a plan to ensure that the student doesn't have access to their personal device during school hours. We do provide a school issued device for each student for schoolwork and to access sites that support work completion and the mastery of learning targets. We monitor student use to promote healthy tech habits and to promote high levels of learning. There are many reasons that we limit access to a personal device during school hours. Several are listed here. If a student is struggling with our expectations, we are happy to discuss in detail the reasons why behind these expectations. It's not unusual for students to want to access their device during recess or to be on their phone at lunch. The research on distractions is solid, and we don't allow this. I encourage students and families to watch The Social Dilemma and Screenagers. It's alarming to know that the design techniques, such as push notifications, are intentionally aimed at keeping our students connected to their devices, even at great risk to their health. It really does take a family school team working together to shield our students from these adverse effects. It's important to also note that other reasons to limit personal device use at school include the emotional benefits. The happiest teens, according to a recent study, are those who are above average in face to face social interaction time and below average in social media use. When students don't have a device to retreat into, they interact more with their peers in positive ways. They build these skills over time, and they spend more time exploring and creating their own experiences, not just scrolling through the experiences that others provide on social media. There's also a distinct possibility that some students may take pictures or videos they shouldn't be taking. The impact of this is far reaching and just not worth the risk. Lastly, screen time impacts sleep. All families understand the importance of sleep, especially at this age. But you may be surprised to know that this particular study found a correlation with screen time, not just before bed screen time, and difficulty of students falling asleep. Thank you for taking the time to learn more about the reasons behind our tech use expectations. I've shared a few slides here that you have access to at any time. Please reach out to any classroom teacher or myself if you have questions or concerns. And as always, thank you for the school family partnership and ongoing support.